So, hi everybody. I made it. I was in a circus half an hour ago in another city. So was a little bit short in time, but I'm back. So, Lawrence, you have already your hand up. Do you want to speak up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Hi.
Hi.
Um, I just wanted some assistance with sense of just inner pressure and tension.
Okay. That might be a group release.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, and in general, starting with group releases is always amazing.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
think that's good. Right. But since there are hands up, I sometimes use them as well. So, okie doke. So, then I mute you and then check back in with you after the group release. So, in this moment, could you just simply allow yourself to be? And then could you just simply notice or welcome whatever pushing or pulling there is in consciousness or in awareness? Whatever resistance. And then could you welcome or notice too any wanting to do anything with or about this? Fix it, hold on to it, get rid of it, wanting to feel better. And then notice too that any of that pushing and pulling is personal about you or who you are, your stuff, your memory, your history, your story, your belief. Or that it is about others somehow related to a you. And then could you just let that go as best you can? And just allow yourself to notice that which is actually here and now. That which doesn't need to push or pull. And if there's a yes, but of the mind, could you allow that to be here as well? Could that be welcomed as much as there is? And then notice any tendency to push back, to identify with some of the thoughts of the mind. I'm more like this, or I'm more like that, or this is my opinion. This is not my opinion. And all of a sudden you have a whole bunch of people in your head, thoughts fighting with each other, trying to be your opinion. And then could you also welcome or notice any wanting to do anything with or about or against that? Any wanting to, moderate or do something with or about this. And then notice too any underlying wanting for control, for getting in or out of control, for approval or disapproval, any liking or disliking, for security or insecurity, all the wanting to end it, and all the wanting to maintain it. As well as any wanting to be separate or one. Any wanting to melt with it. Avoid it. And could you notice or welcome any wanting to do anything with or about that? And then notice too any sense that any of that is personal about you or who you are. Or if there is any sense that it is impersonal, that is not about you or who you are, then. And then could you just simply let that whole spin of energy or that vortex of energy dissolve? And be assured that whatever is needed to come back later will come back later, but you just can let go for now. Could you take it as an experiment to let go now? And see if there actually wants something to be back in your life after the release. And if there is any remaining resistance or any remaining pushing, pulling, or if the mind is saying yes, but still, could you allow yourself to be in touch with that? Could that be welcomed here and now? Could that be noticed? Allowed? And maybe finally let go of? Okay. Lawrence, how are you?
There, it seems like the resistance to this feeling, it seems overwhelming. Like the want to get rid of it is very strong.
Are you wanting to change the stuckness?
Yes. Yes, I'm stuck.
So could you let
I'll admit it to the whole group right now.
So could you just for now let go of wanting to change the stuckness and rather allow
Yeah.
that to be changed?
Yes, I'm stuck.
And then notice any remaining heaviness or however that explains itself for you.
Yeah. Contraction, pain, whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then notice if there is any secretly wanting to hold on to it, any hidden wanting to hold on to it. Or any remaining.
Inexplicably, yes, inexplicably.
Mhm. And any remaining wanting to change that or get rid of that.
There's there's a lot of wanting to get rid of, yeah.
Mhm. And what's the underlying motivation? Is there a wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
I want to feel relaxed. So control, I guess.
Mhm.
I want a pleasant feeling rather than an unpleasant feeling.
Mhm. What if the pleasant feeling is already there? Just being a little covered.
Um, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, parts of the body feel relaxed. Yes,
Okay,
that's what you mean.
let's check on it holistically. Could you how would you label the sensation right now? Or the want?
Tension. The wanting. Oh, the want is the want for relaxation, and the
Okay,
sensation is
okay,
tension, contraction. Yeah,
okay. So could you allow
stress.
yourself to appear as tense or contracted as much as you do?
Yeah,
And could you allow yourself to be as relaxed and as chilled and at ease as you are and where you are at?
okay, very little, but I guess
Okay.
there's some of that. Yeah.
Mhm. And then could you allow yourself to feel or appear as contracted or tense as much as you do?
Yeah.
And then could you allow yourself to be as relaxed and at ease as you are?
Okay.
And could you welcome any remaining sensation?
Yeah.
Then could you welcome where the sensation isn't?
Yeah.
And could you welcome any remaining unpleasant sensation?
Yes.
And then could you welcome where the sensation isn't?
Yes.
And then could you welcome any remaining unpleasant sensation? Any sense of being tense?
Yes.
And then could you just simply welcome where the sensation isn't?
Yeah.
You could actually challenge the sensation if it
Mm-hmm.
actually is there, or if there is some sense of spaciousness there already.
Again, challenge the sensation. What do you mean?
Yes. And as
Challenge. Ah.
you just could be open that exactly at the same location where you can locate that sensation, that unpleasant
Uh-huh.
sensation, that there also must be space, because without space, the
Yeah.
sensation
No, there is.
will
Yeah.
be the exact same location.
Yeah.
And could you
Hmm.
welcome any remaining sensation?
Yeah.
And then could you welcome the space or that where the sensation isn't? Or that which is untouched by the sensation, by any sensation?
Okay.
And could you welcome any remaining sensation if there is?
Yes.
And could you just simply welcome the space or that which allows for sensations?
Yes.
What is happening? Changing?
Well, the sensations themselves, not so much, but the body, the rest of the body feels like it's getting heavier.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it seems that I'm stuck.
Could you hold on?
It seems I have no choice.
Okay. You know, sometimes if there's so much stuckness, it's not only the releasing directly, but in
Yeah.
my experience, sometimes it's going into action, doing
Uh-huh.
something like going to the gym or having some sport
Uh-huh.
or yoga or
Yeah,
activity
yeah.
or household or
Of
whatever.
course, yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
after a while, because the focus has changed, it's
Mm-hmm.
easier to let go.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, you know, I had it sometimes as well. I felt tired and I wanted to fall into sleep, but I couldn't sleep because there was some
Yeah.
sensation in there and I
Yeah.
couldn't
Yeah.
express it, how to let go of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I went, you said, okay, I can't sleep, so let's stand up, go out there, do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. No,
And
I
then
know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so sometimes a little action
Mm-hmm.
can be helpful to change things.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes not easy if we feel tired.
No,
Um,
I can manage. It's not that late, so
yes.
yeah.
So
No,
how's
but
it?
just the acknowledgement of stuckness. Somehow that helps a little. Just that, just saying I'm stuck.
Mhm.
Um, it's yeah, yeah. So it feels complete for now. Thanks so much.
Is there actually anyone stuck? Can you find one who's stuck?
The feeling is stuck,
Right, right. And that's pretty
but
correct.
but but for not for a person I can point to. Okay,
Okay.
can be pointed to.
Is there an owner? Can you actually find the one who owns this or who's struggling with this?
There is a body
Mhm.
with no head.
Yes, I like that expression.
Yeah.
Look around you.
Yeah.
Or is it just pictures, sensations, something?
Yeah.
Do I have
There is a body and there is a feeling that appears to be stuck.
Okay.
That's what can be said.
So what?
It feels complete for now. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thanks so much.
Yes, you're welcome. So, Amrit?
Hi, Christoph.
Hi, Amrit.
The release that you did with Lawrence right now was really helpful.
Mhm.
And something happened in between the release that I was also dealing with this sense of stuckness.
Yes.
And what happened
That's
is,
why I said it's a group release.
yes, yes. And I was
Related
getting the
with
sensation that
time.
if I welcome it, then it is going to stay there forever.
Yes.
And then I realized that, wait a minute, by resisting it, it is already like that. So might as well welcome it. And once I started welcoming it and saying that, okay, stuckness is there, so what? Stuckness is there, so what? And when that happened, it just happened to unravel itself. So I wanted to share that as a gain during the call.
Yes.
And this welcoming it and allowing it to be as stuck as it is, I find it to be really, uh, it opened up something within me. So thank
Yes.
you for that release.
Okay. Thank you too. Okay. So, any request for assistance or any sharing gains or any questions related to the Sedona method and releasing in general? Or any ideas for group release? I think I have one. Let's
Mhm.
put,
And
oh, you
Christoph, if
have
it's all
one.
right, then could we do a little releasing on stuckness and freedom?
Stuckness and freedom. Let's see. I wanted to put the stuckness in a cleanup procedure.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fine as well.
maybe I'm not sure how to put them both into there, but maybe I use them both of the concepts.
Yeah, nice.
So did stuckness or freedom appear to try to control you, or did it feel that way somehow?
No, what I meant was more holistically that if we are doing stuckness and then freedom, not together as such. It was just an idea.
What do you want me to start, freedom or stuckness?
Let's work on welcoming stuckness, triple welcoming, and then letting it go.
Okay, that's not a cleanup procedure, but let me see. So
Yes.
we can do a holistic release. It's not a triple welcoming then. That reminds me of that. So you could you
I
just
think we
simply
could,
welcome?
yes, I think we can do whatever comes up right now.
Yes, yes, it works anyway. You just simply welcome any remaining sense of stuckness.
Yes,
And then could you just simply welcome freedom or that which is free instead?
yes,
Then could you welcome any sense of stuckness, whatever that represents for you?
Yes.
And then could you welcome freedom on that which is free?
Yes.
And then could you welcome any remaining sense of being stuck or stuckness?
Yes.
And then could you just simply welcome freedom on that which is free?
Yes.
And then could you welcome any remaining sense of stuckness or being stuck?
Yes.
And then could you just simply welcome freedom or that which is free instead?
Yes.
And then could you welcome any remaining sense of stuckness or being stuck?
Yes.
And then could you welcome freedom on that which is already free?
Yes.
And then could you welcome any sense of stuckness or being stuck?
Yes.
Even in a positive sense.
Yes.
And then could you welcome freedom on that which is already free?
Yes.
How does it feel now? Any remaining sense of stuckness there?
No.
Okay. What's there right now?
Right now, there's just stillness.
Could you just simply be aware of that or be that?
Yes.
Could you relax into that
Yes.
or expand into that?
Yes.
See the different kinds of releases we were just trying to do in the beginning. Maybe fit in depending on where you are. And since you are already open for freedom that much, that maybe the holistic release is a good solution. If you have a lot of concepts and ideas or aversions about stuckness and freedom, then you probably go with the cleanup procedure. And if it is really weird, those ideas, I would go with the triple welcoming. Then you can just welcome whatever there is. It doesn't have to make sense. It can be absolutely weird, and you just can welcome that and allow that. But I think you were already a step ahead, so to say.
Yes. So even stuckness is an appearance. And getting unstuck is also an appearance.
I mean, you can use holistic releasing for big issues as well. If you're ready to let go completely, you can let go of big things as well. That's possible too. Throughout my day today, we had that as well. There were issues. I have issues with my boyfriend those days, and I just decided to let it all go. All opinion, all thought, all good and bad feeling. I just decided I let whatever comes up go, and it was a big, deblocking of my system. It freed my energy.
Yes.
But sometimes we need to poke in holes before. Maybe it takes a little time. Maybe we hold on for a while, or we do different things with our toolboxes and see what works. And yes. So is it still good for now?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you too.
Christoph?
You?
Yes. Could you do a cleanup with as group release with pain, physical pain?
Okay. Thank you. I do that. So, you don't need to create any physical pain in order to release about the concept of pain. But if there is, maybe you feel better after that. So, in this moment, if there's any wanting to be controlled by pain, could that be released? And if there's any wanting to control pain back, could it also be released? And did you appear to try and control anything in pain, or did it feel that way? If so, could that wanting to control be released just for now? Check to see if you can actually find the one who wanted to control that. If you don't go into the mind or the memory. And then could you just simply grant the concept of pain the right to be exactly as it is? And could this be just a decision for nothing or no one only? And did anything in you appear to dislike or disapprove of anything in pain? Or anything that's related to that? Or anyone? If so, could that wanting to dislike or disapprove or approve of that be released? Can you actually find one who wanted to dislike or disapprove in this moment? And did pain appear to dislike or disapprove of anything in you, or did it feel that way? Or approve of anything in you? If so, could that wanting approval from pain be released? Can you actually find the one who wanted to be approved or disapproved by that concept of pain? And then could there only be a feeling of acceptance for the concept of pain as it is? And could this be only a decision for nothing or no one? And did anything in pain appear to challenge, oppose, or threaten of anything in you, or did it feel that way? If so, could you let go, or could the wanting to challenge, oppose, or threaten it back be released? Can you actually find the one who wanted security or insecurity from that concept in this moment? And then could there only be a feeling of well-being, safety, and trust with that concept of pain? And could this be only a decision for nothing or no one in this moment? And did pain appear to reject, cut off, or in any way try to be separate from or one with you, or did it feel that way? If so, could the wanting to reject or cut off from it back, or wanting to be one with it, be released? Can you actually find the one who wanted that in this moment, besides the memory? And did anything in you appear to reject, cut off, or in any way try to be separate or one from or with pain? Or did it feel that way? If so, could the wanting to reject or cut off or be one with pain be released, be set free? And then could there only be a feeling of there is no I or that with that concept of pain? And then could there only be a decision for nothing and no one in this moment? And then could you welcome any remaining sense or idea or sensation of pain? And then could you welcome that which is beyond pain, beyond the concept and beyond the sensation? And then could you welcome any remaining concept or sensation of pain? And then could you welcome that which is beyond pain in any way, beyond the sensation and the concept of it? Yet allowing for it to appear and disappear. And then could you allow pain, the sensation, and the concept to appear as much as it does? And then could you allow yourself to be that which is already beyond pain, sensations, and the concept as much as you are? And could you welcome any remaining idea of pain? And then could you notice what's beyond the idea of pain? Aware to, yet unaffected by that. And could you welcome any remaining idea of pain, sensations, concepts? And then could you welcome that which is beyond all concepts and sensations of pain? Aware to, yet unaffected by them. And then could you just simply allow yourself to be? And be. And be. So, that was the pain release. So, any other request for assistance or any sharing gains or any more ideas for a group release? Any more
Christoph.
sharing? Chantal, hi.
Hi. Yeah, I think I would like some assistance with wanting control. Has been coming up lately. I want to control everything.
Okay.
And I also want to let go of wanting to control everything. So that's more wanting control.
Okay. Let's do it a little bit holistically. So could you allow yourself to want to control as much as you do?
Yeah, I already feel resistance to that.
Could you resist the resistance?
Yeah.
And then resist the resistance?
Yes.
And is there any underlying wanting for approval, security, separation, oneness?
I think multiple, but mostly wanting security.
I thought so. So could you want security or insecurity as much as you do? Remember, this is also wanting to be done with it, wanting to end it, wanting to finish it.
Hmm.
Even maybe wanting to be good with it.
Yeah, I can feel there's some sadness underneath too.
And could you allow yourself to be in touch with that sense of sadness?
Yeah, a little.
Noticing that you are not the sadness, you're just aware of the sadness.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have some.
Yeah.
And is there any wanting to do anything with or about this?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to push it away.
Could you resist the sadness?
Yeah.
Just another word for pushing or wanting
Yeah.
to. And could you even resist that you resisted?
Yeah.
And is there any underlying wanting again? Wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
I think wanting approval.
Mm-hmm. Could you want approval as much as you do?
Yeah.
Could you give yourself some approval?
Yes.
Could you want approval as much as you do?
Yeah.
Could you give yourself some approval as best you can?
Yes.
And how does it feel now, Chantal?
Yeah, it feels a little lighter.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then could you welcome any remaining sensation or wanting?
Yeah, there's still a little wanting control.
Mm-hmm. Could you hold on to that
Yeah.
even more,
Yeah.
still more?
Yes.
And could you hold on to a maximum?
Well, it feels like I'm doing that every day already, so
You know, sometimes if we hold on very much or to the highest degree, it releases too.
mm. Okay.
If we are just a little bit stuck in between, there's a little bit holding on and then a little bit ready to let go, then we probably hold it in place.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm not allowing it fully either, because I
Or,
also
or
get rid of it.
one on the other side, yes.
Yeah.
Just maybe just a very little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So, is there any idea that there's a reason for that holding on?
Oh yeah, the idea or the story is that it's like a coping mechanism. It's an old pattern, the illusion of control.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then could you allow it exactly to be the case?
Yeah.
And then could you let that go just a little? Could you allow that story to dissolve?
Mhm.
That memory to dissolve? And then check to see if you don't go into the memory, can you actually find the one who has had that? Or has that?
Yeah, this is a hard one for me not to feel as something personal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, could you allow it to appear as personal as it does or as it likes to?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then could you allow it to be as impersonal as you wouldn't see it until now?
Yeah.
And then could you allow it to appear as personal as much as it does?
Yeah.
And then could you allow it to be as impersonal as best as you can?
Yes.
How does it feel now?
Yeah, I feel something shifted. I've
Okay,
never looked at it this way, I
okay.
think.
And then could you relax into that?
Yeah.
And is there more coming up or is it good for now?
Yeah, I think for now I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you, Chantal. So, okay. I think that was the flow for today, for this call. So everybody, thank you for being in the call and for not running away because I'm late. Showing up hearts and smiling faces, good. Thank you. So, bye-bye, everybody. See you next week.
Thanks so much, Christoph. It's always wonderful. Thanks.
Thank you, Maxine.
Have a
Thank
great
you very
weekend, everybody.
Likewise.
Thank you, Christoph. Bye bye, everyone.
You're welcome.
Bye bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.